Hi friends, welcome. Thank you for being here today. Today's reading is going to be the month ahead for the month of December. I have a choose your own reading here. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, same as usual. So I've left the cards face up so you can kind of tune into the picture that you like. I'm using the Oracle card from the Moonology deck. They're all really nice messages in here, and it will just kind of just be a little extra message for you at the end of the reading. So decide which picture you are most attracted to, or if you have two that you really like, do feel free to listen to more than one reading. And yeah, so pause your video and tune into your card, and let's get started. Okay, back for reading number 1. If you picked this card, this is the Balance, Spirituality, and Practicality Full Moon in Pisces card, which is a really, really beautiful card. And we will get to that message in a little bit. For now, I've got a 4-card reading for the month ahead. What should I focus on this month? What actions do I need to take this month? What energy should I release this month? Hopefully it's not too dark. It's kind of overcast today and rainy and cold. I don't have a exterior light, just light from the window, which I usually prefer to a ring light. And then the last card will be how I should enjoy myself this month. It's always kind of an interesting thing to think about as we're rushing around before the holidays and everything, but it's important to kind of remember how to kind of keep our balance and, you know, things that we need to focus on for our own mental and physical well-being. It's important to take the time to do that. So, okay, just wanted to light a little bit of sage before I start here. My sage stick is falling apart, so I'm just burning the little leaves. Anyway, all right, so let's get started. This is number 1 card. What I need to focus on this month, or what should I focus on this month? And here we have the Ace of Cups, which is a nice, positive looking card. So right away, definite need to focus on positivity this month for sure. This card also speaks to using one's intuition, emotional feelings. It also can speak to like spiritual awakening. I don't know if maybe that's kind of a journey you're on at the moment. If you're working on, you know, tuning in more to your intuition, it's this card is saying definitely keep pursuing that. It can also speak to creativity. So yeah, these are all like kind of nice ideas of things to focus on this month. Kind of energy you might want to surround yourself with. Thinking about it does speak to new love as well. So if that's something that is a possibility for you, this is a good indicator that that's on the horizon, or it's something that may have just introduced itself. Yeah, so it's a nice sentiment for an energy of things that you can work on or focus on having around you. Kind of, you know, make it a point to kind of keep that energy around you as much as possible. You know, of course, things get busy and hectic and hard, especially during this time of year, but just remember it'll be an important thing for you to remember to keep these kind of creative thoughts, new love feelings, spiritual awakening kind of things. Yeah, it kind of all lends itself to each other. So kind of try to focus on that kind of energy. and yeah, keep yourself in a good good headspace as much as possible this month. It's probably will hold true for any month, but I feel like this is kind of going to be important this month, especially. So, yeah. All right. So let's move on to card number 2. What actions can you take this month? Okay. So let's see what this one says. 10 of Cups. So we've got another Cups card here. So the 10 of Cups is a really nice card too. So far it's shaping up to be a really nice reading for you here. The 10 of Cups is all about like home, you know, feeling stable in your kind of home environment, happiness, fulfillment, emotional stability, that kind of thing. So as far as actions you can take, I feel like it's kind of almost like harkening back to this card here, which tends to happen in tarot readings. Usually the cards kind of work together to create a story, but this is talking about emotional stability and, you know, homecomings and being fulfilled. So just remember that, you know, even in tough moments, that there are things to be happy about and there are things to be thankful for. And just remember to keep your balance and stability. Does talk about domestic harmony, so that's another nice sentiment. So these are another actions you can take to create a nice harmony in the home as well. If things are maybe a little unharmonious at the moment, this will start to kind of move in a new direction for you. But there are actions you can take to bring that about. So just remember to, as far as action you can take, these are things that are within your control to kind of turn around. So, you know, attitude changes or, you know, whatever that's going to mean for you. So keep that in mind. But it is, again, you know, the cups are, you know, the water, kind of the element of water, emotions, that kind of thing. So this is going to be playing throughout the month. I feel like for you, this might be kind of an emotional time for you. So, you know, happiness, maybe new love, new things on the horizon. Here, emotional stability is going to play a big part for you. But that's going to be something that you need to kind of take under your control, like to kind of keep yourself grounded and balanced. So, okay, so hopefully that makes sense for you. Let's move on to, make sure those are in the frame yet. Okay, let's move on to card number 3. And this card is going to talk about what you can release this month, any kind of energies that are not serving you. Okay, got our first reversal here. This is the 2 of Wands. And in the reversed position does speak to lack of patience, lack of planning. This will talk about also overanalyzing, playing it safe, kind of avoiding taking risks and things like this. So I feel like an energy that you you maybe need to release a little bit is going to be, you know, maybe working on the patience, as far as overanalyzing things. You know, trust your gut on what, you know, you need to do to kind of move forward in certain areas, instead of really overanalyzing. And, you know, you can't control every single situation. You can't control every single outcome of a situation. So you've got to trust that you're going to make the right choice and then move forward. And so this kind of talking about getting rid of things, you know, again, the overanalyzing, the not, you know, planning things well because, you know, you may be trying to take too much control over something. So this is definitely something that can be released this month. Absolutely. Yeah, work on that intuition and on trusting yourself. It's good advice. And then the last card is going to speak to how can I enjoy myself this month. Okay, so let's see what this one says. 7 of Pentacles, which is a really nice card. This is like all like about the harvesting, laying down the foundation, and then reaping the rewards after. So I feel like this is saying, again, with this card, not over analyzing, not over planning things, kind of trusting your intuition as to where it's telling you to go, and trust that you're going to be steered in the right directions. And this is talking about laying down the foundation, and then watching the harvest come in. So as far as like what you can do to enjoy yourself, I feel like, trusting that you can lay down this foundation of something lovely for later, and trusting that it will uh, uh, bring good results to you. It is talking about growth, and kind of seeing growth and progress, and talks about patience, which is funny because it said to let go of being impatient. So this is good because it's saying, kind of doubling down on that, saying, yeah, being patient this month is going to will serve you well. And this is, I guess, patient in the fact that you are, like, as far as like what you can do to enjoy yourself, like just be comfortable in the fact that you're doing the right thing. You're laying down the right steps to bring about this result that you want. And it could be talking to this if this is maybe a new love relationship that was going on, if there's something new happening. Patience is going to be like, definitely needed to take a calm approach also in your mind, kind of, keep the chatter down, and kind of just be content in the fact that you're doing all you can, and it's going to move at the pace that it's going to move if there's, some kind of thing going on. And yeah, take the knowledge, or the thought that, okay, I'm doing okay here. This is going to turn out the way I want it to, and kind of, be content in that fact. And that will help kind of keep it calm, keep you content, keep you happy. It's kind of an odd sentiment, actually, to think about what one can do to be, what one can do for pleasure this month. I mean, there will be so many things, obviously, parties, or, family gatherings and that kind of thing. But if you're the type of person who's like, this is going on and I need this to happen and this is supposed to happen and it's not happening, you have to kind of let those feelings go and just be, saying, okay, it's not now, but, later. I'm doing what I can in this moment, and I've got to be okay with that. So, all right. Well, hopefully that makes some sense for you. And I find it very interesting that this was talking a lot about intuition, because pulling in this card, this oracle card, is the balance of spirituality and practicality. So there's some definite tie-in there as far as using one's intuition. Let's get a little bit more of an in-depth kind of message here. I'm going to check the book. So yeah, this is kind of interesting because it was really, this is kind of saying again what this I was saying in this reading, and it says, like, attune to the moon, use your feelings to guide your way. Logic won't work right now. So it's kind of another thing talking about, like, as far as releasing energies of overthinking and trying too hard to kind of control whatever the outcome is going to be, like saying, if I do this, this is going to happen, or what's going to happen if I do this, it's just not gonna work. It says another message for this card is, a situation is being healed. Face your fears. They might be holding you back. It says also, avoid being deceptive or willingly deceived. So this is really interesting. It says it's time to surrender to the divine. So really release the control, start trusting your intuition, listening to yourself. You've got a lot of good stuff going on here. So this is just another kind of aspect saying that it's time to, get in touch. Or maybe you're already, working on that, because it kind of seemed like maybe you were here by this reading. But don't be, worried about the messages you're receiving. Listen to them and try to apply them into your daily life. It's really all about listening to what your intuition is telling you, what your gut is telling you, to kind of then here get the rewards that you deserve. So yeah, I kind of like that for this reading. I feel like it ties in. Sometimes they don't tie in. Sometimes they're just an extra little bit of like of advice. But I really feel like this one's saying your intuition is really trying to steer you in the direction that you need to go. So listen up. All right, so that was reading number 1. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was interesting. I hope it was helpful. And, do let me know if you have any thoughts or feelings to share in the comments. If you've got any ideas for future readings that you'd like to see me read on, please do leave those. It's always nice to get some ideas. I thank you so much for watching. I thank you in advance for your thumbs up. That's always helpful to me to know that I'm also on the right path. And yeah, so I'm gonna leave it there, and thank you again, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye. Okay, back with reading number 2. If this is the card you chose, it says conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Okay, so we will wait and do at the end. And I really like this picture. It's really, really nice. Okay, so here we go with the reading. This is a 4-card reading for the month of December. 1, what should I focus on this month? And here we have a Major Arcana card. This is the Temperance card. And I guess you can probably surmise pretty much what is going on here. It's really going to be important for you this month to keep grounded, keep your balance, keep calm, keep the peace. Patience is going to be very, very important this month for whatever reason. If you've got maybe a lot of people coming in, or there's a lot of festivities going on, what have you, whatever happens to be going on for you, it's going to be important to also, this is also a big card of moderation as well, so keep that in mind. But peaceful, calm attitude this month is going to be important. That is going to be a big focus for you. So just remember, temperance, moderation, keeping calm. Yeah, it sounds about right to me for this month, because we all go through that. At this time of the year, it gets real tough, and a lot of stuff is going on. Sometimes, hopefully, a lot of it good, but still can be difficult to navigate sometimes. So just remember, keep calm and carry on. That's what I feel like with this card for sure. It's all going to be okay. So if you've got a lot going on, just keep that in mind. It will all pass much easier when you focus on those kinds of things, as the things that you can control, things that you can keep in mind for yourself. So, okay, let's move on to card number 2, actions that I can take. Okay, so actions you can take. Here we have the Queen of Cups, which to me is like a mothering kind of card, because it really speaks about, being caring, and a lot about intuition in this card as well. So as far as actions you can take, this card is talking about like almost being like mentoring other people, being there to support them. So I don't know, I kind of feel like this is going to be an emotionally draining month for you, just as this comes up as action, because I feel like people are maybe going to be looking to you for advice and guidance, and typically you are maybe one that people come to for that. But I feel like and it's a good thing. It's use your gut on where you put your boundaries down as far as helping other people. It's also important to help, but also keep a good keep a good boundary. You know what I mean? Keep yourself, don't give too much to where it's like, becoming a problem for you. But the Queen of Cups is a great card. It's really lovely. It's kind of like people see you as, warm and kind and compassionate. And I feel like they're going to be um, looking to you to for this kind of support this month. So maybe be ready for that, and use your intuition and guidance as to when this is going to be too much for you. But all in all, really a lovely card. I really feel like this is going to be a month full of a lot of things going on, but emotionally, I feel like emotionally draining at the same time. So just be careful about that. Again, kind of coming back to the Temperance card, keeping your level head and moderation. So yeah, kind of works for this as well. But yeah, really nice. It's a lovely card. If people are looking to you for that kind of support, that means you must be a really like special person. So that's nice. Yeah, so this card number 3 is going to be energies to release this month. What is not serving you anymore, or maybe never was serving you, what you need to get rid of. Maybe what's kind of floating around, and you kind of need to get rid of it. Well, what a perfect card. This is the 9 of Swords. So in many readings, this is a card which is not a great card to have come up, but I feel like in things that you need to get rid of, this is talking about like anxiety, fear, negativity, that kind of thing. Again, we're always going to have that kind of, yin and yang going on within ourselves, the good, the bad, the happy, the not so happy. Again, coming back to here, but this is saying really do what you can to kind of release what, if there are kind of like, negative things happening at the moment that you don't have a lot of control over. It's going to be important just to kind of release that, and don't get to the point where it's becoming, festering and that kind of thing. So obviously anytime you can get rid of negativity, it's going to be good. But I feel like this is also coming with a lot of fear and anxiety over, what may be going on, or, what may become a problem later, that kind of thing. I feel like there's going to be not a lot of control over, certain circumstances that might be happening or will happen. Yeah, don't get to the point where you're like, desperate and upset. This is just something you need to work on, kind of saying, okay, I don't have control over this at the moment. I need to just let it go. And that's important at any time, but sometimes we do have things we have to deal with. At this point, I feel like this is something that you're not going to be able to control the outcome of, or what have you. So just kind of, or maybe it's people coming in that you're not super excited about seeing, or that kind of thing. Just kind of release those feelings. And Temperance, it's all about the Temperance. Okay, so really keep your boundaries up as far as this card as well. Kind of do what you can to kind of, relinquish the anxiety that's not serving you, whatever kind of fear you have about, whatever the case may be. I'm not going to even kind of try to speculate there, but, fear is a big part for all of us, so it's really just important to kind of tune into what that might be for you, and do your best to kind of don't allow those feelings in as much, really, to kind of just say, okay, I'm not gonna, that's gone. And other people around you will also follow suit. I feel like they will kind of take your example, because I feel like they do take your example. So keep that in mind. All right, so card number 4 is going to talk about action. No, not action you can take. This is going to be the card of enjoyment. How do you enjoy yourself this month? Okay, so let's see what this says. The Chariot. Yeah, this is interesting for like what you can do to enjoy yourself, because I kind of feel like, again, it's almost like a struggle for me, I feel like here, because this is like all about like success, ambition, determination, willpower, self-control, that kind of thing. It kind of feels like this card. So I feel like almost like a power, maybe a power struggle going on in your head for one thing or another. But a way that will help you keep this month enjoyable for you will to, keep your determination and self-discipline and focus on what it is that you are needing to focus on this month, which this was the focus here, staying calm and cool and collected. And and this is saying you will be successful if you keep that focus and self-control and self-discipline. So yeah, not to let your emotions kind of take over. And this card again, so keep it tight this month. Do really work on the self-control. And I feel like this is talking in more of a emotional issue than anything else. Like, I don't know, I just feel like perhaps it was going to be, like, as I said, going to be emotionally draining for you. So really just, keep your focus on not letting it get to you, helping out where you can, not letting it become a burden. And it's all gonna, it's all gonna be fine. Just keep your focus, keep your boundaries up, don't let people cross the boundaries, and keep yourself as balanced and grounded as possible. So yeah, that kind of ties into a nice little reading there. I hope very much that it makes sense for you, and that it is helpful for you. But I kind of see the story here. So, let me know if this is you, if this is something that is helpful for you. All right, so here we have your oracle card, which is conclusions are within reach. So I'm gonna check the book and see. This is a full moon eclipse, which we had one not that long ago. But such a pretty card. So conclusions are within reach. Let's see what the book has to say for a little bit of a deeper meaning here. Okay, so this card is talking about kind of like if you've been looking for a solution for something, the decision has already been made. The solution maybe isn't knowledge at the moment, but it's been made, and now it's out of your hands. So this, and then it says, "Attune to the moon, that which is meant for me will not pass me by," meaning like, have faith in what it is that you are wanting to bring to you. It will come. And it says it's time for you to get back on track. Forgiveness will set you free of karma. And meditation, yoga are all recommended now. Seed control and let events unfold. So it's another bit of relinquishing a little bit of control, even though it's almost a direct contrary to what this says here. But I feel like this is more in terms of like a different kind of situation. I don't feel like it's kind of like tying into the month of December as much as maybe like there's maybe something else going on, not kind of pertaining to the month. Perhaps it's just something that's going on for you right now, and you're, there's a solution or a resolution. It says this card suggests that the situation you're asking is about to reach a peak or has just done so, and things are now out of your hands. So yeah, whatever is going on, if you have like something in your mind that you've kind of been working on or working towards or needing a resolution on, that will be forthcoming, and really you cannot do much to change the outcome now. So yeah, this is just going to be a little bit of extra, another kind of layer onto whatever this is. I don't feel like this ties in at all here. This is more about you, I feel like, and here is maybe more about a situation that you might have been dealing with. Hopefully that makes sense for you. Hopefully it's provided a little bit of advice for you. So I'm going to leave that there, and thank you so much for listening. I hope it was interesting, helpful, resonated for you, and thank you in advance for listening. And yeah, if you have any thoughts or feelings, please do put them in the comments. If you have any ideas for future readings, please do put those in the comments as well. And thank you as well for liking and subscribing. I really appreciate it. And I will say goodbye, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye. Okay, back with reading number 3. If this is the card that you chose, this card says, luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. So that we will kind of look at to see, number 1, if it ties into your reading or if it's extra advice. Number 2, number 1, we will see the deeper meaning of this card. And number 2, if it ties into your reading or if it's just a little bit of extra advice. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. All right, so here we go with our 4-card reading. This is about, going forward for the next month of December. This is card number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Card number 1 is, what should I focus on this month? Number 2, what action should I take this month? Number 3 is, what energy should be released? And how should I enjoy myself this month? Okay, so every time I move them, they get tilted. All right, so card number 1, let's get started. Okay, so what should I focus on this month? And here we have a reversal of the 5 of Wands. So in the upright position, this talks a lot about conflict and aggression and tensions and, that kind of thing. And so you can guess in the reversal, this is going to say focusing on, getting rid of conflict, working on harmony and cooperation. This is going to be important this month. This is something that you need to focus on. It kind of makes sense if there's, family gatherings this month and, maybe, more kind of family functions than on the normal time in a normal month, where there isn't a lot of, holiday things going on. So this is saying really keep the peace. This is time to avoid conflict, time to, put an end to, little grievances and keep the harmony. So it's a good focus for kind of any time, but I feel like this month is going to be especially important for that. So, yeah, hopefully that makes sense for you. Okay, so actions for this month. And we have another reversal of the 5 of Cups. In the upright, this is talking about sadness, mourning, feeling let down. But the reversal is not so much like that. The reversal is talking about having an acceptance, moving on, really seeing the positive where maybe before you didn't see a positive. These are all actions you can take to kind of keep yourself moving forward and keeping yourself in a good headspace. I feel like it's really kind of, jibing really nicely with this card. I don't know if that's the right term, jibe or jive. I don't know. Like, it works well with this card because this card was really saying, like, keep the peace, let go of grievances, that kind of thing. And here we will be talking about things to let go. And then in actions, this is also actions you can take. This is just finding your own inner peace and contentment and seeing the positives where maybe you didn't see them before. So that's going to be really something important to focus on this month. Don't let the little things kind of get you down or stress you out, or, you got to remember what there is to be positive about, and maybe something that you thought was maybe negative, it's maybe important to reevaluate what that might be and kind of try to see the light, what's that? The silver lining that I'm trying to say. Yeah. So Hopefully that makes sense for you. And then this is going to be number 3, the energies to release this month. I really kind of feel like we've been talking about what to embrace and release already. So let's see if this card kind of fits in with that as well. Okay, so let's see what this card says. Oh, okay. So we have the 3 of Swords here, but is like this is the full on like ultimate, as I say every time that this has come up, breakup card. I don't know if maybe that's something you might be going through or recently went through. But yeah, this is as far as something to be released, I don't see this as a negative at all. I feel like there's a lot of emotional stress that you may have built up, whether it's from an emotional relationship that's ended or maybe one that's still going on and like become quite difficult. But there's really a lot of emotional distress that you need to kind of work through and let go of this month, and it's going to be really important for you. And this could be the person that perhaps you are not on good terms with, and maybe you're going to see them. It's a holiday kind of situation. I don't know. Silver lining again, important. Focusing on where these things are difficult and doing what you can to kind of release and say, okay, I don't have control over this. I'm going to try to let this go as much as I can. And I'm so sorry if this is really the way you're feeling this month. I hope you can find it within you to be able to kind of get rid of these negative feelings or thoughts or thought processes or this really does talk about sadness and grief and sorrow. So really all of these, really unhappy for whatever reason. It might not speak to a breakup. Maybe it's something else. There are plenty of other things that it could be. I won't speculate. But if this card is fitting for you, then really take time and stock of what is going on and do your best to find the positives, which is this card here, and do your best to keep the peace with everybody else around you, because that really will help also others kind of be in your corner as well. The more calm I feel like or peaceful you are, the more people will also around you be that way as well. So yeah, sorry about this card. This is not a fun one, and do your best to work on getting rid of what you can get rid of to help yourself feel better. And then this card is going to be action. No, sorry, what you can do to enjoy yourself this month. So let's see what this says. Oh, we've got the 6 of Cups here, which is funny because we have the 5 of Cups here and the 6 of Cups right underneath it. So this is a really great card as far as actions you can take to make yourself happy this month, how you can enjoy yourself. This card is all about like nostalgia and memories and healing and comfort. Yeah, so I really feel like it's kind of saying focus on, the positivity you've got going on around you, like within family or, friends, because they're there. And kind of, sentimentality. This is really talking a lot about nostalgia. So I know Christmas brings, or, if you observe Christmas, that brings a lot of nostalgia for people, or maybe just the holidays in general do. That does tend to bring a saying to kind of embrace that feeling of nostalgia wherever it might lie for you, if you're not like, into the holidays or whatever. Yeah, there's, it can also speak to a friend coming in later, an old friend. But yeah, as far as things to make you happy, this talks about like kind of bringing up, old happy memories of, happy times and, things from the past that were fun and happy, just happy memories, kind of basking in the happy memories. So this is something maybe you want to focus on this month as well to help you kind of maybe get through whatever this is going on. and I feel like you will have people to kind of reminisce with as well around you this month. So maybe think about that. That could be something to kind of help bring about some happiness for you this month. But yeah, this is a really nice positive card, and kind of remembering the happy memories, the things that were good. Yeah, okay. So hopefully this is making sense for you. Kind of feel like I get the story here a little bit, but this could mean quite a number of things. So just kind of whatever it means to you, take it. Whatever fits for you, take that. And what doesn't fit, just throw it away. Doesn't matter. Whatever kind of fits for you here. So I'm going to now bring the oracle card in, and this one says luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. So I'm going to have a look in the book and see what this card is talking about. Well, this seems to be an interesting tie-in as I am reading in here. This card says, attuned to the moon, count your blessings, literally write them down or say them out loud. Additional meanings for this card: you need to laugh more. There is a wonderful time to start a course of study or teaching. Don't be narrow-minded. Start a week of gratitude practice, like on in a journal or whatever. So it's saying you need to remember the good things, what good things that are going on for you, because it says the new moon in Sagittarius can mark the restart of fun after a period of feeling low. So I feel like this is, here's your feeling of low here, definitely. So it's saying a new energy of fun will start soon for you. But it says the Wheel of Fortune is still spinning. So really be careful about, putting all your eggs in one basket, so to speak. The card is about exploring life and exchanging ideas with others. And perhaps it's time to change your mind about something important. It can also signal a trip away is coming up if that's something you're working to achieve. But overall message of this card is that whatever happens next will be some sort of gift, even if that simply means widening your worldview. So that's kind of interesting. So it seems like things will be on the uptick for you soon. In the meantime, what we talked about on how to get rid of things, or where to put your focus as well, to kind of keep yourself in good spirits. Doesn't look too shabby for the month of December. There are some things that you can do if you're in a funk, and hopefully it won't be too difficult for you. Hopefully you'll be able to release these things and move forward. But this card is saying there's good stuff coming up for you, so that's good. And I do feel like it's a nice tie in here, because it did talk about things being tough and then new things happening. So that's a nice sentiment for this reading. And I'm going to leave that there, and I'm going to hope very much that this has been helpful for you and made sense for you, and at the very least it was interesting to listen to. Please do write any thoughts or feelings that you have in the comment section. I really appreciate all the interaction. I appreciate your like and subscribe as well. This is always really nice for me. And yeah, if you've got any questions or clarity, you need things clarified, please do go ahead and put that in as well. Yeah, and I wish you happy holidays if you celebrate. If not, I wish you a very happy December, and I thank you so much for listening and being here, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.